And welcome everyone to the MSL Code S Grand Finals. Jumping into the game here. Here we go. We can see as we follow this wonderful overlord that we are on the map Neoplanet S. This is of course game number 3 between the red Protoss player Gladiator, who's taken down SilverSnyper to a 2-0 deficit early on in this best of 7, so really excited to see how this next set of games goes. And the blue Zerg player down here in the bottom left-hand corner, what does he have in store for us in terms of a comeback? So really excited, want to see how this comes up in terms of gameplay. I also want to throw a special shout out to Nibbling, who is of course co-commentating with me, and I'm going to hand it off to him for the goings-on here on the map.
Thank you, Logan. Well, we went straight for a proxy pylon in probably what I would call the 4th of SilverSnyper, and the proxy gateway. We're not even going for warp gate, we're just going for the proxy gateway. Could be interesting, short game. From the Zerg, so from SilverSnyper so far, we've seen is low-tech mass armies, which aren't coming early enough to do the damage they need at the key time. What I'd kind of like to see this game, where Gladiator's been correctly responding with things like Archons and Colossi, would be larger units that won't take that splash damage, like Ultralisks. We talked before about seeing Queen Ultra as a relatively good build, and given a little more creep spread, I think this could do really well as a comeback. What would you want to see as a comeback play?
You know, I think that's really true. He's been having issues, I feel like, in getting that mid-game aggression and really getting it to actually land and get enough damage done, because he builds the units and he's not able to get anything done, and then he falls back and he keeps the units because he doesn't lose them, and then he uses them in the late game. Just real quick, the scout here does see that there's absolutely nothing in the base and nothing in the natural. He should know something is up, which of course there is. Ultralisk Queen is a really interesting playstyle. It's a little bit slow, but with the creep spread, it does really well, and given the predisposition that Gladiator seems to have for armored units, he's had a lot of Stalkers, Colossi, so Ultras do really well against those. They also do splash damage. But here, putting that aside for a moment, we have 3 Zealots and a Probe. The Probe is actually an important part of this attack. Zealots, by default, take 3 swipes to kill a Zergling. With the Probe here on the attack, well, if it should be doing something, the Probe here is here to add 1 damage worth of attack. So the Zealots can kill Zerglings in 2 strokes. So that's actually what it's usually there for. It looks like he might be throwing down a proxy pylon here at some point, but with no warp gate, there's really no reason. So it's here just for the extra DPS. And it looks like this will get taken down, although there's 4 almost dead Zealots here in the main.
Yeah, I was kind of saddened to see the Spine Crawler switching targets. I mean, it was good micro on Gladiator's part, but yeah, I feel like if SilverSnyper controlled it for a sec, there'd only be 2 or 1 Zealots.
So I'd really like to point out what's going on here right now. If you've ever played Starcraft Master, you know what was going on. All the
drone shielding.
Yeah, the drones, they went ahead and were surrounding the Queen on hold position, because by default, the attacking unit, the unit will attack whatever's attacking it if it can. So Zealots are melee units. They could not reach the Queen who was attacking them.
So they jog in place.
So they jog in place, and it turns out Gladiator was a little bit too good for that. But that was actually really close. You know, there's 1 Zealot with 2 hit points and 1 with 78. So, good try on the defense there. Okay, there is 2 more Zealots here in the natural. So, really interesting, a relatively cheesy play from Gladiator, but it worked out. It's a unfrequently done thing to see the proxy 2-gate. And it looks like he's going to go up 3-0 in this best of 7, so this next game could be match point.
And I think that may have been why he did it. I mean, we saw 2 fairly similar matchups with SilverSnyper going low-tech armies and Gladiator turtle shelling in up to a high-tech ball of death. And I think he was scared that SilverSnyper is going to respond. I mean, SilverSnyper has proved himself to be better than average player.
Oh, yeah.
He knows how to adapt. So he figured something was up. So what more of a different adaptive strategy than turtle shelling than doing two-gate, proxy two-gate? I mean, that's about as different as you can get.
It's true. It went unscouted for a relatively long amount of time, and actually, it wasn't that he did anything wrong. It was just a good placement and a good play. It's difficult to defend if unscouted, and that's what happens. So, yeah, Gladiator going up 3-0. Maybe we'll see some of this, Ultra Queen, or maybe Infestor Broodlord, a throwback to Wings of Liberty days. Or maybe we'll see some crazy aggression. Maybe SilverSnyper will throw him a six-pull. See how he likes that. So,
I would love that.
Anyway, we're a fan of exciting games here in the MSL. Go ahead, give these things a thumbs up. Shout out to everyone. I'd really like to have some people watch these for how much time we put into them. And we're going to be right back here in just a moment here with game number